Every night, as I drifted into an uneasy sleep, the same nightmare clawed its way into my subconscious. A dimly lit forest, trees twisted and gnarled, their branches reaching like skeletal fingers, and at the center, a circle of stones, ancient and ominous. In the heart of this circle, objects lay scattered, an ornate dagger, a withered flower, and a cracked mirror reflecting nothing but darkness. These relics haunted me, yet I always awoke to the safety of my mundane room, until one peculiar evening when my stray cat, Whiskers, returned with something clutched in his mouth, a wilted flower identical to the one from my dreams. At first, I dismissed it as coincidence. Whiskers was notorious for his scavenging habits, often bringing back scraps of this and that. But then came the dagger, its hilt encrusted with unfamiliar symbols, and the mirror, its surface fractured in the exact pattern I had seen in my nightmares. Each artifact materialized in my waking world, eroding the barrier between dream and reality. I could no longer ignore the growing fear that something sinister was at play, perhaps even targeting me through the veil of my own unconscious mind. Desperate for answers, I began to research the symbols on the dagger, discovering they belonged to an ancient cult rumored to manipulate dreams, bridging them to reality to ensnare their victims. The more I uncovered, the more I realized these objects were not just figments of my imagination but anchors, pulling me towards something dark and insidious. Panic set in as I understood that Whiskers was not acting of his volition. He was a conduit, a puppet controlled by forces I could not comprehend. The final straw came one night when I awoke to find Whiskers staring at me, his eyes unblinking and filled with an unnatural glow. Scattered around him were all the relics, forming the circle for my nightmares in the very center of my bedroom. As I backed away in horror, the room began to spin, shadows lengthening and twisting until they enveloped me completely. I realized with chilling clarity that my escape was futile. I was trapped in a nightmare that would never end, the relics now part of my reality, forever entwining my fate with the dark forest and its sinister secrets.